continental experts. That flyer, is it a flyer or banner depicts what we do. We call it gas reticulation, but gas reticulation is gas pipe. It has not been an easy journey because you find that in this industry, it's a male-dominated industry. How I started is I had been in the corporate space in multiple oil companies, the multinationals you know about. And a time in my life came where the employment space didn't want me or was no longer working for me. And I prematurely left the work environment. And I had urgently to find something to do. And for a start, I did a lot of interviews. I mean, I would do 3 interviews a week. But I felt like everything was conspiring not to have me in the employment space. And I made a decision. I had to make a decision very quick. I needed money in my pocket, which I was not receiving anymore. So I decided, hey, I have to start doing business. And the first business I thought of doing, I was selling pocket tissue. And I was importing this pocket tissue from China. Colorful pocket tissue, not the regular that we know. It was quite disappointing because by the time the pocket tissue got into the country, I received half the consignment that I had ordered. So already you can imagine what that does to your margin. So it was a direct loss. And so one pocket tissue like the one we have there, I was selling one packet like that for 50 shillings. Would you buy a pocket tissue like that for 50 shillings? More often than not, you wouldn't. Because I was planning to sell it to people who would sell it, meaning that perhaps the last price would be 100 shillings a piece. But I just decided, let me recover my cost, and I sold it at cost. Then one of the people I used to sell to told me, why don't you sell as confectionery? It's just like, will you buy? And will you ask me to give you credit? I was like, no, you bring. I was so excited. At least I had something to do. I am those people who don't believe in sitting at home and being taken care of. Sitting at home and being taken care of. So I went and looked for who are the wholesalers of stuff, buy expensive chocolates. You know, I'm talking about one chocolate going for 2,000 shillings. And my first client, I took my consignment of about 40,000 shillings, and they paid me 100,000 cash. I was so excited. I mean, I had found something to do. And in the boot of my car, confectionery was always. In fact, I used to hide from my children because I was afraid for their teeth. Now, you know, something has to end somehow. In between there, I was thinking, what can I do? And I imported some gas tanks because I was interested in the gas industry. Remember, I had come from an environment where I worked in oil and gas, so I was quite familiar with this. And I thought getting my tanks would mean automatic selling. It was not easy. They were not moving. So I had to look for a way to make sure I released the capital that I had tied in the tanks. And I got curious about doing reticulation, did some training, and many years later, I am doing reticulation, really enjoying it, and fighting in the male-dominated space.
What are your challenges starting a business? You moved from different businesses. What were you experiencing at that time, and what helped you propel to the next level?
I think for me, the greatest was fear. Fear was my greatest obstacle, that I can do it and that people can trust in what I'm ready to give them and maintain the consistency and quality that I desire. However, thankfully, because of the training I had gotten from the corporate space, I have consistently been very keen on giving quality. And once you give quality, the rest works for you, because your customers also start recommending other people. Finance is also a big one, but you have to work with the little that you have.